What's good, casters? Welcome back to Shiny Ho Ho TCG. Got another deck profile for you. This one is going to be a Lycavolt profile, which I think he's a decent card, but this was the most available deck for Thunder that I could make, and I think Lycavolt is good. He is still a control deck. I feel like a lot of these strategies in this game are like more control oriented than like doing other stuff. So, I don't know. Not like really a control player, honestly, but there's not too much else to play. I mean, you can play like Earth Beaters, I guess, and Fire, which is one of the more like less ideal decks to be playing. I do have like a Fire deck in work, which is basically just Blazerous Turbo, trying to get 2 attacks every time, wipe out their thing, attack them directly with Blazerous, and just trying to rush them that way. I'm not really sure how good that it is, but hopefully I'll have that. You kind of just float into bears, ignectors, Necrofs, and try to keep a present on board so you can drop the the Blazerous, but that's for a different video. Today we're going to be talking about Lycanroc. Lycanroc, if you're not familiar, Lycanroc gets +2 attack for each Ampup in your underworld, which is kind of easy. There's some ways to be able to make that happen to help him beef up his attack. When Lycanroc destroys an opponent's Lestral in battle, you can look at your opponent's hand and discard a card from your hand. I really wish it just had to attack. It's kind of a nerve that it has to like destroy something by battle. It's kind of dumb, in my opinion, but sure, that's what the card says, that's what the card does, that's what we're gonna play it as. So, yeah, there's that. So he's gonna be our main guy here. This guy. So mainly we're just trying to attack, and there's nothing that you can bring Elestrals back that I'm aware of, but there's definitely things like that, like should definitely be being made and hopefully set to bring in an Elestral back, attaching a spirit from their underworld to an Elestral. Something like that to be able to change the thing that would also help you negate possibly an effect of its effect and things like that. So I think that needs to be looked at a little bit more and adjusted into the game. But we'll just have to see. Who knows? What do I know? I'm just some guy. All right. Sonic Core is these are also both the Artist Collector's Pack arts. Sonic Core, I think, is a super good card, but I don't think it itself is the main boss monster of a deck. So that's why we got it here with the Lycavolt. As you can see, I'm not playing the Poseidon Trident combo because it's water, and it's a 2-card 6 spirit combo, which just sounds like garbage. In my opinion, I mean, you guys can do whatever you want, kill yourself using your spirits, it's fine. But Sonic Core is a Poseidon Trident on legs that only costs 2 spirits. So yeah, I definitely prefer that. There's ways we can cheat this out too. So even if we are unable to sit on a 1-drop Thunder Spirit to go into this, there are ways to be able to go into it, and there's usefulness in that card. What card am I talking about? I'm talking about the Golden Apple of Discord, which also goes along with the Lycavolt's effect, so that's why it's in here. So this card, discard a card from your hand in order to discard a random card from your opponent's hand and send the top 2 cards of their deck to their underworld. Which that 2 cards on the top of the deck is just a little extra no one really gives a shit about unless it's something that's good. Then you're like, cool, now you just don't have that. Cool, all right. But it's not really a big thing why we're playing the card. So this, you can discard the Sonic Ore, or you can discard the Ampup, which you can already discard Ampup, search Ampup, and then use Golden Apple of Discord to discard one of the Ampups that you search, buffing your Lycanvolt's attack up by another +2, making it have a +4, hitting a 10 now, by the way, which is a pretty solid attack, and that's just a free card. You don't really care. That gets discarded and helps your whole gameplay being discarded, which will also help you discard one of their cards which is the name of the game in this deck. Discard their cards, make them not play kind of deal. So those are the main things that we want to be doing with that. You can also, we have the 1 drop of Lilith in here, just to be able to, if we possibly get the 1-of drop of Lilith, shuffle back the 2 amp ups and draw some fresh new cards, if that helps. We are playing the Ash Rabbit just to help get some of our little combo pieces, shenanigans a little bit better. It's a 5 defense, hopefully it'll stay there. That'll help us go into Sonic or Lycavolt, that kind of good stuff. We play the triple Jolton, just to be able to help make our Lycavolt plus 12, help our little dudes a little bit beefier, see if they survive, see if they can attack, see if they can be of any kind of use at all. This is going to just help us search out our amount of limits and just be a body on the board to be able to use. And I really do like the art, so it's also one of the Artist Collector Packs cards. So that's White Jolton's there. We already talked about Amp Up. We got the 2 Boom Bat just for spot removal in certain situations. Not the biggest thing to worry about. It's mainly going to be used in tandem with the Spark Hit to attach to the Boom Bat. Spark Hit being able to discard a card, which is the name of the game, with a deck, and then getting a pop with the Boom Bat is also super nice. So those are things that we are looking to do. Zeus is going to be one of the things that helps us do that. Other than that, there's really not too much to do. I'm not playing the Thunderbolt of Zeus. I feel like it's just like another card. Sure, it might help, but it's not going to be like a top deck that is going to matter. Quackle, just for that little splash of ambrosia with legs, which, I think with legs is better than the original card, because you get a body on board, play it in defense, prevents you from taking damage, play an attack, help you deal damage. Body on board, effect with legs is better. We are still playing the 1-of Ambrosia, so there's that. So there's a potential to be able to shuffle back 6. That's pretty much it. It's not super resource heavy. You're kind of hoping to just sit there with a couple things and kind of just poke away and make their day as unideal as possible, discarding stuff, making it so they can't activate stuff, kind of stuff like that. Also, by the way, it is a full spirit deck of all Thunder cards, so we're just playing 20 Thunder, no special thing. I really don't see the point of doing that. That's one of the things why I wanted to add the Imperial into the deck. I just don't think it's ideal. It's just a guy that's bigger that you expend to pop something. It's kind of whatever. If there's a format where they actually have bigger monsters that are going to be a threat, then maybe the Imperial, it will be useful in the future. But we have the Thunderstorm just to kind of help control a little bit more with their ruins. Zeus, just to be Zeus. He decreases their attack, which is like a whole nother reason not to play Imperial. I don't think Zeus is even really that good of a card, in my opinion. You have Thunderbolt of Zeus. I think it just prevents your thing from not being affected by elestral effects, which is like Boom Bat and maybe a couple other things. It's not really. It's just a card that helps you get extra spirits on the board. That's pretty much it. It's decent. Then we have the Nectars of the God, just to be able to help draw, get those combo pieces, get our bigger guys as fast as possible. Golden Apple of Discord, just to help discard, get some stuff in there, and then hopefully bring it back with Rise from the Ashes, which is a little bit heavy. Just to play this card and bring back Sonicor, it's going to cost you 5, which is a quarter of your life. But if you do something like Boom Bat or Ash Rabbit or Spark Hit, that could be good too. The Spark Hit's also going to be good to be able to use against the Ash Rabbit, by the way, which will help you just go through your deck, get a card, stuff like that. Helios Chariot, just kind of ideal to have if you don't have the Sonicor set up. Everybody's doing it. Nothing special, new information there. Shield of Achilles, blah, blah, blah. Ambrosia, drops of Leviathan. I think this is like a super basic deck. I did do a little bit of a different thing compared to what Warts did. I don't like the Poseidon Trident combo. I think the Sonic Core by itself is a lot more ideal and uses less spirits. It has legs, so it can help you win the game and actually do something. It's a little bit easier to counter, sure, but you're still doing the thing. You're gonna counter something for what, like a turn, to be able to do something. They'll kill maybe one Lycavolt, and then you just play another one next turn. I don't know. So yeah, this is the deck that I have for Thunder currently. I don't have another Volt Tempest, and I don't really see the point of playing Volt Tempest if you don't have two of them. So I'm just waiting until I get another one, apparently. So this is what I have so far. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day and enjoy casting.